As certain as death and taxes, we are told the meek will definitely inherit the earth. Perhaps, but not always. Consider, if you will, Mr. Archie Lochner, a well-known petty crook, sidebar 6-for-5er Shylock, registered coward, and owner of a yellow streak so vivid it could be slathered on a hot dog. Mr. Lochner was written out of the will when the meek were guaranteed their inheritance. And just now, he's trying to avoid another kind of payoff. A soulful payoff in that off-track betting parlor we call the Twilight Zone.
Seize your flight, you four-flushing fishfire! This is the second most ill-advised action you have ever taken, Archie Lochner, you miserable garment of human meat. The first was trying to make a bargain that would outwit me. I'm 32,000 years old, you human virus. Even among my peers in the fourth canonic order of demons, I'm considered a truly ghastly dinner companion. Did I mention I enjoy sucking the marrow from the living bones of idiots like you? Whatever made you think you could outwit the magnificence of Volker?
I still got 2 days. The contract ain't up for 2 days. Why is it you're tormenting me?
Because I'm a demon, you imbecile. I don't send singing telegrams. I torment. It's what I do. That's why I'm called a demon instead of the Easter Bunny.
2 days? You made the deal. You don't bug me for 2 days.
Bug you. Bug you. 2 days from now, I'll remember you mentioned bugs. Perhaps I'll turn you into one. A small, black, crawling bug. Not unlike the kind I spear with a claw, crack like a nutshell, and feed to my serpent mate, Diptha. She loves to be bugged.
You gotta help me. You gotta save me. My life is in your hands. It's gonna turn me into a bug, a thing that crawls, and then it's gonna eat me. No. It's gonna give me to his wife, his snake lady, and she's gonna eat me. So you better help me, because if you don't, it's gonna be all over for me.
Why don't you twist off his head, Mr. Lancaster, sir?
I perceive that you must be seriously deranged to burst in here unannounced, Archie, with half my boys looking for you. That is, unless you have secreted somewhere on your scrofulous body the $165,000, including today's interest at 750%, that you have owed me for 3 months, 3 weeks, and 4 days.
You gotta protect me, Mr. Lancaster.
I can do that, sir. I can twist off his head for you, Mr. Lancaster, sir.
Sit, Bork. Nino, before we have Gus and Bork reduce him to his component parts for shipment, would you be interested in hearing his tale of woe?
Calmly now, Archie. Tell us what seems to have unhinged you.
The 165 G's I got loaned from you, I needed it because I had to make this kind of deal with this demon. This thing with big teeth, he calls himself Volkerps.
A supernatural being.
Yeah, you got it. A creature of Stygian darkness, a denizen of the nether reaches, a monster from some nameless plane of witchcraft and horror. Yeah, you got it.
Bork, twist his head off.
No, I ain't making it up, Mr. Lancaster. Honest, I ain't making this up. That thing's after me. He's right out there in the alley.
Go on.
Well, we made this kind of deal, me and this Volkerps. See, he gives me all the winners at Pimlico, Aqueduct, Santa Anita, Hawthorne, Liberty Bell, and Maywood, all in the same day, see?
In exchange for?
First refusal option on 51% of my immortal soul.
Things must be worse in hell than we know. Your soul's gotta be pretty grungy and soiled, kid.
They said good help was hard to come by. He mentioned doing windows and floors. What do I know?
Then you'd be able to pay me back in full. including the crippling interest rate, and you'd finally manage to extricate yourself from the nasty, brutish life that distinguishes you.
Well, that's how I supposed it will be. Oh, yeah, sure. And pigs will fly, eh? I mean, he gave me all the winners, all right. 20, 30, 42 of them. And I bet them all, and they won. Each and every one of them. Except a few of them, they had strokes, and they died as they crossed the finish line. And a bunch of them got disqualified because it was full of dope. And 11 of them got scratched for bumping in the stretch. And on and on and on like that. Oh, sure. They all came in first, all right. And I lost every cent I got for you, Mr. Lancaster. And that's why I've been ducking your collectors. And that's why this Mr. Volkrups is going to come and take me away and eat me if you don't protect me.
Why should I bother, even allowing that this fantasy has a basis in fact?
Well, $165,000 plus the interest for 4 months, including next week.
Miss Thorne is my accountant, Archie. She makes a strong case for your continued existence, despite its truly distinguished wretchedness.
Then you believe me?
I believe that I believe you believe it. As the most powerful underworld figure in this great metropolis, I have managed to make cohesive sense of the rackets. Now I grow bored. Ennui fills my days and nights. Save for the joys of my association with Miss Thorne, of course. You've bought yourself a momentary reprieve through dint of sheer imagination, Archie. I won't have Gus and Bork dissect you. I will assist you. Already I feel heroic. Now tell me, how did you even go about locating a demon in these conservative climes?
Well, this is, woman I heard about, supposed to have a strong in with the netherworld. I visited a couple of times. She set it up. I think she gets a commission.
I suggest we pay her a visit. Gus, the car, if you please.
Try to hurry, dear. We have dinner with the mayor tonight.
You are the impressive Cassandra Fishbein, trafficker in the black arts?
I'm a beautician, beauty technician, and cosmetologist. I got a license.
Miss Fishbein, my name is Nino Lancaster. I'm a business associate of Mr. Lochner here. He advises me you served as a go-between, amanuensis, amicus curiae, for him and a, personage named Volkrups.
I'm calling a cop.
Probably not. Very likely in my employ in any case. I ask your assistance voluntarily. Or perhaps I could ask my employee, Mr. Chaucer, to persuade you.
Hey, who the hell are you? Look, I'm just a poor businesswoman trying to make an honest buck in a world of kids hot for purple hair and shaved heads.
Ah, yes. Business. Have you ever considered the range of unexpected tragedies that could befall an unwary coiffeuse, whose insurance premiums, no matter how exorbitant, would not cover the mysterious mixing of DDT with her shampoos? All the inconvenience resulting from perhaps, all of a sudden, the truckers who schlep said wares from the distributors decide they've lost the bills of lading, and said goods wind up in Beirut? Or the constituted authorities suddenly get it into their heads to toss the businesswoman's apartment for illegal and noxious substances, which would, I'm sure, result in said authorities discovering nickel bags of such vegetation and powders stuck down in the pillows of a sofa? Pardon my complex syntax, but I imagine you get my drift.
Well, yeah, I set it up for this guy, but I'm just sort of a clearinghouse for a select few demons and soul traders of a very high quality. There's this quota of souls they have to make each year just to stay in good with the boss, and I'm sort of a canvasser, a scout, to steer likely prospects.
Excellent. Here, you will set up a meeting with Mr. Volkrups for us.
Oh, put me down.
When?
Dare
Now,
You're out of your mind. This Volkerps has a very ugly personality. He'd think I'd turn him. Are you trying to get me snuffed?
have you ever considered how cold and uncomfortable it is being hung upside down on a meat hook in a freezer?
By all the Majas of Solomon's court, by the three-eyed moon of Astaroth, I call thee, Volkerps, to come forth.
Cassandra, I smell betrayal.
Oh, honestly, they made me call you. Get him. Do it, almighty Volkerps. Waste him.
First things first, Cassandra. The little rat human, he has 2 days. But you... Next.
Do understand there? Pile! Pile!
What happened? Where's Nino?
I don't know. He's dead. He's gotta be dead. Volkerps came. Big. He was big and right there. He came straight from hell. He still stunk a rotten egg.
You left him? You ran?
He ran like hell. The thing just fricasseed the woman. Hit her with some kind of laser. It turned her into ashes like an old cigar.
Oh my God, Nino! Nino! All right. That means we have to consolidate our interests. Get the accounts transferred into the corporate name, begin amortizing the rolling stock, and make sure that none of the boys try to take over the territory.
Are you crazy? That thing's gonna fry us and eat us. It's coming!
Who's there?
Nino, open up.
You alone?
I said open the door, now.
Nino, honey, what happened? Can you walk?
Obviously.
Well, is your body burned?
It's going to be a little more difficult than I thought.
I'm doomed. If you can't take him, what chance have I got?
I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was going to be a little more difficult than at first I thought.
How'd she get away?
I dazzled him with fancy footwork. Okay, let's get to it. Gus, Bork, go see Nuncio at the docks. Have him talk to our people at the ship fitting operation. Get me 100 gallons of lead paint.
What color, boss?
Doesn't matter.
Well, it comes in battleship gray, you know, which is like your standard color. Maybe we can get him to mix up a special batch in some nice pastel.
Quiet! I don't care what color. Get gray, get anything, but get me 100 gallons with the highest lead content they can find. Then spray the inside of this office. Ceiling, floor, walls, windows, every inch of it, every corner. Then do it all over again. And when you're done, do it 10 times more. While they're getting the paint, you keep an eye on Archie. I've got a long trip ahead of me.
Hey, wait a minute. You can't just go and leave me here. Where you going? Where's he going?
Some things you don't want to know.
This is gonna save me?
I am not at the pinnacle of my profession for nothing, Archie. We have to wait till midnight. He'll come at midnight. Anybody who wants to go, Do it now. Not you, Arky.
Here's looking at you, kid.
I thought you'd had enough!
I'll give you one chance.
What?
Cancel the contract with Arky. Give him about $1 million to make up for what he lost at the track. Go slime back to your pit, and I won't kick the crap out of you. Hazel, the door! Arky, the patch!
I'm bleeding. I'm actually losing pus, ichor, and lovely slime.
You lousy twerp. Enough is enough. Submit. I order you by the power of Asmodeus, Belphegor, Belial, and the Toad of Death, to suppress thyself. Submit, suppress. Get your miserable, ugly backside into the box, you twerp. You lousy punk. I've had some small experience in these matters.
Is that how you got away from him in the beauty shop?
Mm-hmm. He got me a little, but he couldn't get me very much.
Huh.
Oh, then you. I'll rend you. I'll savage you. I'll shred you. I'll suck your bones dry as death.
Listen, punk. You think you're the first slug from hell, all puffed up with hot air, who ever tried to muscle in on my operation? If you're wondering how I beat you, look around in there. You're small potatoes.
Papa? Papa, what are you doing in here?
You idiot. Oh, I know I shouldn't have left the family business in your inept claws. You're a fool.
Like father, like son.
You saved me. You saved me.
Yeah, I saved you. Now all you gotta do is make a deal with me. Business, Arky, is strictly business.
Oh, Arky. Poor Mr. Lochner. In that magical, mystical bookie parlor we call the Twilight Zone, there's an old, very old saying. Making a deal with a demon is seriously crazy. But making a deal with the master of demons, well, that's crazy as a soup sandwich.
I've been cut.
I have to watch that for infection, of course, but there's no serious muscle damage.
It's a good thing it was in my left hand. It's always been lazy. Kept me from becoming a Billy Joel.
Rick, did you say you're adjusting to prison life?
Oh.
Look, you don't have to answer my questions.
No, it's all right. I'll answer your question. I'm adjusting fine, Doctor. I've got a swell room, a couple of great guys from roommates. We're redecorating. Getting a lot of exercise, too.
Yeah, well, that's not what I meant.
What do you mean?
You're not fitting in. Now, you got the white gang ticked off at you. And even though you play like Ray Charles, you hardly qualify for the black gang.
What am I supposed to do, stand around while some guys get knifed? Wouldn't make me any better than the rest of them, would it? In spite of what the jury said, I didn't kill anybody. I don't belong here. I'm not ever gonna act like I belong here either.
Well, then, we're gonna be seeing a lot of each other, you and I.
Then you better start sterilizing those needles.
Smart move, Frost. Yourself a little flesh wound. Get yourself out of heavy work detail. Wish I thought. Eddie, another fish.
Thanks, man.
Cut a leg?
You're Frost, huh?
Yeah.
Piano player? Knocked off your girlfriend.
She was my former girlfriend. They found her in a car that had been stolen from me, but I couldn't prove any of that.
You don't even look like a con.
I got a parking ticket once.
Eddie O'Hara.
How you doing?
All right. Now, we got a job to do. We got to line up some chairs in the chapel.
Yeah.
For His Eminence the Bishop, he's going to say Mass next week.
Yeah.
If you had a piano or something, could you play Ave Maria, something like that?
Yeah, sure. Where the hell am I going to get a piano around here? What's a piano doing up here?
It's a gift from my old pal, Mickey Shaughnessy. Sent over right after he disappeared.
Mickey Shaughnessy, wasn't he some kind of gangster? Around Dutch Schultz, Al Capone, those guys?
Yeah, he was like those guys. But his territory was show business, vaudeville and bands and clubs. The Shamrock Club was his. He was a music lover, now. He may have sent this piano over so the guys could gather around it and sing.
Huh. Didn't get much use, did it?
Eddie! Yeah, I'll be right with you. Talk to Max. Maybe we get this thing moved to the chapel.
Yeah, okay. Scott Joplin, Maple Leaf Rag. Printed in 1899.
Hey, Ricky. Why don't you come play some ball with us? Sorry, bad hand.
Leave him alone.
Thanks, I guess I owe you one.
Yeah, I guess so.
Eddie, you've been in here a long time, right?
Well, if you call 50 years a long time.
How do you get him to leave you alone?
I believe in the 11th commandment. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But do it unto them first.
It's a hell of a way to live.
Yeah, but you live. I was a rough kid, traveled with a rough crowd. I almost got myself into big trouble. But I'll tell you something. I didn't kill that guy. Mickey framed me.
Shaughnessy was your old pal.
Yeah, he was. That was a long time ago. We had a problem. We're both in love with the same girl. Mickey said he'd make her a star. He even played piano for her when she sang in his clubs.
So he decided to eliminate the competition, right?
Listen, where'd you disappear to yesterday? Max and I were looking all over for you.
I'll tell you, Eddie, as soon as I figure it out myself.
You do that. Remember, you owe me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see if anything else does the trick. Over there, George M. Cohen. 1917.
From here, it would be, south from here.
Arkansas, Texas?
103rd Street.
103rd Street?
Yeah. See, let me buy you a beer and then you could play that song again.
Yeah, sure.
Right, 1 second.
Thank you.
Sure. Well, I'll tell you, you sure can play that thing.
So far, so good.
Damn it!
It was the weirdest thing that ever happened to me in my life. Both times I started playing one of those old songs and then boom, I'm right back in time, right? First I was in a park. The next time I was in some place called the Shamrock Club.
Mm-hmm.
It was the weirdest thing. I could taste the beer. I could smell the cigarettes. You think I'm nuts, don't you? Maybe. I keep thinking that if I could just pick the right music and the right year, I could stay there.
Hey, man, don't go by me. If I was smart, would I be working here?
Listen, I appreciate the needlework. I'll see you around sometime.
Hey, are you going somewhere?
I don't know. I hope so. Hey, Max, you seen Eddie?
Hey, I got enough problems. Take care of everybody else.
Just tell him I'm looking for him, all right? Okay, let's do it.
Good idea.
You know, you never let me give you a real state panel welcome, Ricky. My only problem is deciding whether to kill you right now or just cripple you. You think you might be grateful to me if I let you live? Car's coming. Later, Ricky. Don't leave town.
Okay. See, way to be good. No, it's shaking the blues away. Shaking the blues away. No, it's someone to watch over me. 1928. That's good. Calvin Coolidge, flappers, bathtub gin. That's great.
Don't worry about Thompson. He's got the brain of a houseplant. How would you want?
I got this crazy idea. I don't know if it's going to work or not. What would you give to see Mickey Shaughnessy face to face again?
To see me?
Yeah.
I'd be willing to spend a year in hell. Why?
Put your hands on the piano.
Do what?
Put your hands on the piano. Here. Look, here.
The Shamrock Club?
Yeah.
The Shaughnessy's place. Yeah. But these look new.
I know they're new because I was there yesterday, the Shamrock Club in Chicago. Now look, if I got this thing figured out right, all I gotta do is play the right tune, and you and I can be back in Chicago in 1928.
1928?
Ed, put your hands on the piano, it won't work.
Hey, look, Ed, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But when you've been in a slammer for 50 years, you don't believe in magic anymore.
I have to do this, Eddie.
So go ahead and do it. Be my guest.
Where's Jimmy?
Jimmy who?
The player from the Shamrock, the guy who was overpaying to be here tonight.
I don't know. I think he took sick. The union sent me over.
The union?
Yeah.
Shorty, make a note. I want to see Jimmy Melton over at the club tomorrow morning.
Jimmy, Shamrock, tomorrow. Got it, Mr. Shaughnessy.
Mickey Shaughnessy?
Yeah, who are you expecting, Babe Ruth? Hey, this is my house, and that's my piano you're trying to play.
I think he's doing a very good job, honey. And he's cuter than Jimmy, too.
Damn it. Shorty! Mom wanted to want you to get me one of them classy new pianos. What do you call them? Grand piano. From the club. And I want you to just get rid of this old cat house number.
Sure thing. What do you want me to do with it?
Why don't you just send it on over to Ellen's old friend O'Hara in the state pen? He'll appreciate the sentiment. Now, I'm gonna give you one more chance, buddy. I want to see some people dancing. So why don't you play that new Gershwin thing? It's wonderful.
Could you hum a few bars? I'm not sure if I know that one.
The song of the year and you don't know it?
No.
Why don't you show him how it's played, Mickey? I'm sure he'd appreciate the sentiment.
Move over. I can play it slow. Or a little bit more up-tempo.
You can dance, can't you?
Yeah, sure.
Don't worry about Mickey.
Hell am I?
Mickey Shaughnessy?
Who are you? Do I know you?
Don't you recognize me, Mickey? Eddie O'Hara. Your old pal.
Eddie O'Hara. Where am I? Tell me where I am.
You're right where you belong, Mickey. With me. Now, I'd like to be the first to give you a state pen welcome.
You know where Mickey went?
Yeah, I do. He went outside. He said he'd be gone for quite a while.
Oh, well, that wouldn't be the first time. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. As a
has staged a revolution in the art of isolation. Turn up the volume on your headphones and the world outside drops away. 16-year-old Keith Barnes has lived in this public seclusion for some time now. But tonight, the tiny radio on which he depends to keep people out is about to start pulling them in, thanks to a very special frequency that can only be picked up in the Twilight Zone.
Good evening. And how are you this evening?
Excellent. Jumbo.
Yes. Your ticket? Smoking or not?
Smoking.
It's bad for you, you know, especially someone your age.
Hey, doctor's orders.
I see. Well, 34B. Enjoy your flight, twerp.
No. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Jambo.
Is that a radio?
No, it means hello.
What does?
Jambo. In a kind of happy African kind of way.
Oh. So is that a radio?
A radio? A radio? What you see before you, Madame, Kawazu 940. It features crystal lock tuning, quartz scan capabilities, and 12 Mondo watts per channel of pure power.
It's a radio. We don't allow radios to be played aboard the aircraft. So please, turn it off.
I just told you, Gloria, this ain't no radio.
What's the problem, Gloria?
Well, it seems our little friend here doesn't want to turn off his radio.
Turn it off, bud. And put your feet down.
Excuse me.
Oh.
My seat.
Oh, excuse me, sir. Yes, 34A, right there. Let me know if you have any problems, okay? Okay. Excuse me.
Catch a couple of plays. This is the smoker?
Get something down there. Sorry. That's time to go. We'll take off now. Oh, only here's pretty close to 8. Put on your seatbelt.
Jambo, dude.
Let me say this.
Oh, come on. This is serious wasteland.
It's fine.
Sorry about that one, folks. No damage done, though, and that should be our last.
Great. Someone's getting sued.
Would you please get out of there? Please. I don't know what you're doing, neighbor.
Look, all right, I'm coming out, okay? I'm having a major crisis.
Please, I don't feel well. Hurry.
All right, can you please cool it? I heard you the first time.
I didn't say anything to you.
Whoa. Psycho lady.
Upon the discovery that DNA is a double-stranded molecule that contains complementary base pairings held together by hydrogen bonds, it was suggested that DNA was a plausible mechanism for the transfer of genetic information from generation. Kind of cute. Ratty shirt, though. Nice buns, I bet. I wonder what it's...
Did you just... It's incredible.
Would you like a complimentary soft drink?
Yeah, apple juice is fine.
We don't have apple juice. We have tomato juice.
A cola.
Good choice.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are presently passing over America's gateway to the west, St. Louis, Missouri, and the banks of the mighty Mississippi River. We hope you're enjoying your flight.
You can tell the...
And what would you like?
If you want to get back...
soda?
Bureaucrats, incompetents, greedy, insensitive, reckless, playing God with people's lives.
Listen to me. There's this guy on board, and he has some sort of a bomb.
What?
A bomb.
I saw I was in the bathroom with him.
Oh, you were in the bathroom with him?
Yeah, and...
Okay, that's it. Do you know that you could be arrested for making a joke about a thing like that?
I'm not joking. I swear it, and we gotta stop him.
I'm beginning to think that there is something seriously wrong with you. Now look, I don't have time to keep walking you around this plane, so get back to your seat and stay there.
Please, would you tell the captain I'm serious?
Now!
Gloria?
Can I talk to you for a second?
Emergency exit they'll never forget.
Is something wrong? I said, is something wrong?
This is really cool.
What?
It's like the first. Do you want to hear it? Hey, it's cool. Different drummers, you know. Don't do it.
Are you talking to me?
Don't do it. You can't bring them back. You'll be killing all these people.
I'm afraid you've made some mistake.
No. I know who you are, Mr. Williams. I know what you're gonna do, and I know why. And I'm asking you not to, please.
Who are you? How do you know all this? You a cop or something? Huh? And you know about this, too? And you also know that I'm capable of doing this right now. Do you?
Yeah.
I got no choice. I've got nothing left. I've got to do it. I mean, you know what happened. Do you?
Yeah.
And you understand, don't you? I've got nothing left. But the people who make these things, they have to be more careful. And they have to pay for what they've done. You see that, don't you?
But it's not these people. It wasn't them.
It's the only way they're going to learn. The only way. Now, you stay here. Not a word. I swear. I'll do it right now.
No.
Stay back! Stay back! Don't come any closer to me!
Don't. These are innocent people.
Is this the way it happened? No! Kill him! Kill the son of a...
Afraid. I'm so afraid to make
Then you regret it. It can happen like this, not...
God, I want to live. I can still wait.
What do you have to do?
Don't. What about Jenny? She needs a father.
Why isn't Daddy coming home? Where is he? Mommy? Daddy? Why?
It wasn't supposed to happen like this. Oh my God, what have I done? What have I done?
Easy, sir.
Tanner Smith, circa 1916, disciple of a young writer named Jack London. Tanner Smith, now consigned to what is affectionately known by the Bowery Boys as the Ref. A grim sojourn into solitude, despair, pain, and sooner than he knows, a curious corner in the Twilight Zone.
I've been watching you.
I know.
You gonna tell your father?
Why would I do that? I wouldn't want to get you into trouble.
It'd be worth it. You're so pretty. Does your hair always shine like that?
Almost always.
I saw you go into the library.
I like to read.
Well, so do I. Books about wolves.
You better go. I wouldn't want you punished.
But I want to see you again. Talk to you.
I don't think that would be wise.
I'm not wise. I'm just hungry for someone.
I'm Tanner. Tanner Smith.
I've got to go.
Oh, wait. Well, can I see you again? Please?
We'll have to be careful.
I dream about you.
So you say.
Oh, it's true. Pretty dreams. The trees are as high as the sky. Do you ever dream about me?
Sometimes.
What is it?
The dreams frighten me. They're dark sometimes. Winds are blowing and I hear strange sounds. I wake up fearing I'll be calling your name and my father will hear. I have another book for you, Tanner.
Another Jack London.
I know how you like stories about wolves.
Oh, a wolf mates for life, Amy. Did you know that? For all his life, he'll never know another. I have something for you, too.
It's lovely.
It was my mother's.
Really?
No. That ain't true. I don't want to lie to you, Amy. I don't ever want to lie.
Then where'd you get it?
I picked it off a drunk in Chatham Square. But I never hurt no one, Amy. You gotta believe that. I'm sure I had a real gift for picking pockets, but it was just a way of surviving. I had to do it. It's just a way on the streets. You understand?
I don't care about all that. I know what you really are. I love you, Tanner. My sweet, gentle Tanner.
Amy. Dear Amy.
Kiss me, Tanner. Kiss me.
Just like your mother. In the hay and dust with any filthy scamp that winks an eye. A wolf steals a lamb from the flock, eh? Well, my young sir, to me belongeth vengeance and restitution. I have warned you time and time again to stay away from the scum in this place. They are animals, beasts, to be caged away from the decent people of this world. I have taught you the scriptures, girl. I have prayed that you'd live by them. And I will not have my flesh betray their righteousness.
I hate you.
And if you should choose to disobey me again and crawl to him in the night, I'll know it. And I will see to it that he's found dead in some dark hallway.
No!
Girl, it'll be all right.
No, it won't be all right. You'll kill Tanner if I ever see him again. I know him. He'll do it.
Well, now, Amy, you know the hooky ain't gonna let that happen.
You're nothing but a broken down old bum. What could you do? I just want to die. That's what I want. To be dead.
No, Amy, dying ain't the answer. Not for you, not for Tanner. Because you're young, and you're in love, and you must never give up hope.
I'm sorry for what I said. I didn't mean it, Hokey.
Oh.
Amy, have you seen her? Her father didn't hurt her, did he?
Not her spirit, boy. She's a bright arrow. She has the power to soar above her father's deviltry.
Oh. You know where she might be?
She spends her evenings in the library, poring over the books like she's searching for something.
I gotta see her.
No, Tanner, you can't. Her father told her he'd have you done in if she saw you again.
I don't care.
No, Tanner, you mustn't.
I gotta see her.
Oh, Tanner, no.
My father.
I know, the hokey told me. But I had to see you. I had to.
I've missed you so much.
Amy, we gotta find a way out of here.
I've thought of everything. There just isn't any way. Except...
Except what?
Come with me. It's probably the oldest book in the world.
But what is it? What's it got to do with us getting out of here?
Just listen to me, Tanner.
I'm listening, but I don't get it. But I just don't understand, Amy.
You believe in the human soul, don't you?
Well, I guess I do.
Tanner, this book is all about releasing the soul to renew its existence into another time and place. Look, you see these lines?
Yes, I see them, but what does it have to do with us?
I
don't know if it's really true. But the book says by concentrating on the lines, you'll soon be able to see a door. And if you persevere, you'll be able to open that door and pass right through it.
Pass right through it? But to where, Amy? Where?
A better world, Tanner. A free world.
Like you or someone was calling me, and then the gate was open.
Tanner, there's no time. My father will know that we're meeting.
But we're outside. We could run away right now.
No, Tanner, it wouldn't work. He'd find us no matter where we went.
I can hardly breathe without you. How can I live without you?
Tanner, listen to me. I have found the only real way out. It's in that book I showed you. It's another world, Tanner. A younger world.
What are you talking about? I don't understand you.
Please believe in me, Tanner. When the time comes, you'll know.
But Amy...
I love you, Tanner. I'll always love you. Now get this piece of paper to him. Make him believe. Promise me.
I promise, Amy, I promise, but I don't think he'll believe me.
If you're convinced, he'll believe you.
Amy, are you sure of what you're doing?
For the first time, I do feel hope. Now remember, Hokey, I may seem dead, but I won't be. My mind and spirit will just separate from my body.
But Amy, if you seem dead, your father will think you are, and he'll try to bury you.
I don't know what will happen, but I'll be free.
Amy. Amy, wake up. No! Why would you leave me? Why?
She killed herself because of you! Damn you! Take him to the hole and lace him up tight! You killed her, and you're gonna rot in hell for it! Hell, that's your home, young sir. A true disciple of your master you are.
Amy! Why didn't you wait?
Tanner!
Hokey? She's dead.
No, Tanner, I swear I saw her. She left her body, moving into the other world.
But how can that be?
She told me how she did it, and how you can do it too.
Thou shalt vow a vow unto the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not slack to pay it. For the Lord thy God shall surely require it of thee. Thou art my battle axe and my weapon of war. And the enemy is the son of the morning, the disciple of Lucifer.
If this is our last chance, please, believe me and do as I say. They're together, running free, in a place where no one can hurt them again.
A song of the younger world. A tale told on wintry nights when the moon is full, of living with wolves and learning to howl.
A beautiful summer day, full of adventure for a young boy. On the surface, a field like any other, soon to be covered with neatly arranged family homes. But today, this curious boy is about to discover a terrifying secret that could only be shared within the confines of the Twilight Zone.
Over there, Sheriff.
Okay, follow me. Watch your step there. All right, you're down.
What is it? An old mine shaft?
No, there weren't any mines around here. More like a cave entrance.
What are those?
Drawings. I see you're still using one of those old cameras.
Oh. Gives the most detail. Well, this is the only part of the cave that we have the paintings in.
Why is that, Dr. Klein?
Well, we think that maybe they used this as a sort of communal area where they got together. We don't really know. All we do know is that you might just be the first person to enter this cave since prehistoric times.
You mean since dinosaurs were around?
Well, maybe not that long ago. But if these cave paintings are authentic, maybe as long ago as 12,000 years. How's that?
Long.
Well, we'll know as soon as we get these... Freeze! Sheriff. Now, very carefully, lift your right foot. Take a step backwards.
Sorry about that. Hope I didn't do any damage.
Fortunately, no, but you're going to have to be a lot more careful.
What's this?
Well, we think that that's a hunting party. See, that's a bison underneath the fire.
What's that over there?
Oh, that. Well, that could be a kind of spiritual doorway or a circle where they all got together for protection.
Wow.
Something, huh?
That was really really neat, Dr. Klein. Thanks a lot.
Anytime, Steve.
Bye. See you, Sheriff.
Bye, Steve. Well, looks like you're making some real progress down there. So what's this problem you're calling me about?
Sheriff, this could be one of the single most important archaeological discoveries of the century. I'll know as soon as I get my photographs back to the university, but meanwhile, I need to know that this site is going to be protected.
Protected? From what?
Vandalism. Some of the artifacts have been disturbed.
Anything taken?
No, just moved around. I think somebody's trying to scare us off.
Well, Doctor, I don't know. A raccoon could have gotten into the cave, I suppose.
Sheriff, would a raccoon drag a sheep's carcass to the mouth of the cave?
Maybe a dog or something. I don't think anybody means you any harm. This isn't like the city. Well, no offense intended.
Well, no offense taken, Sheriff, but in the city, any cop on the beat would have noticed that sign. And speak of the devil, here he comes.
Hi, Sheriff. You still here?
You mean in spite of your feeble attempts to scare us off?
Now, Dr. Klein.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know what I mean.
She's convinced that you are causing trouble up here. Is that so, Jim?
She's the one causing trouble. I've got houses to build. Now, just because they found a hole in the ground, my whole schedule's shot to hell.
I think it's a little bit more than a hole in the ground, Mr. Hilson.
Fact is, it's my ground. Now, if you want a couple of rocks and bones, fine. Take them and get out of here.
Come on, Jim. These things take time.
Oh, fine, fine. You want to defend the little lady?
Little lady?
Oh, hold it, you two.
Oh, come on, Roy. You know how it is. I've got 2-bedroom ranch styles to build.
And swing loan payments to make, I bet.
What's my financing got to do with this?
You're probably way out on a limb financially, aren't you? If you don't get this development built soon, you'll lose your shirt, right?
That's none of your damn business.
That's all right, Sheriff. I don't need protection. It's those cave paintings that are priceless that need protecting. And I'm going to recommend to the state that they be protected under existing law. So you can just forget your scare tactics, Mr. Hilson.
Well, I'm not going to be shoved around by some ivory tower intellectual.
Dr. Klein, I will look into the vandalism. So you just go on back to your dig.
She can go back to her dig. But I'm going to court.
Yeah, it could be your lamb.
Dang right it's my lamb, and you got to do something about it.
Don't get your shorts in a knot, Jacob. Bill Dempster's lost some cattle, and Wally Johnson's broodmare's missing. I got my hands full right now.
Look, I think it's Wolf. So is Wally Johnson.
Come on, Jacob. You know there hasn't been a wolf seen in these parts for over 30 years.
Look, whatever it is, you better find out what it is and stop it.
I know what my job is, Jacob.
Ha!
Dr. Klein, do you want to ride with us? We're heading back to the university for the weekend. We wondered if you needed a ride.
I'm staying here, John.
You really should try and get out of this hole for a couple of days. Okay, see you on Monday.
Have a good time.
Bye, Dr. Klein.
What the hell is this?
still warm, isn't it?
Holy Hannah, you scared the bejesus out of me. Why didn't you answer when I yelled?
I didn't know who you were. What are you doing here?
Tracking missing livestock. All the blood trails I've been following the last 2 days have led in this direction.
And?
And I think I may have an answer. The animals have been dragged into this cave and probably cooked right here. The problem is, who's been doing it? You got any ideas?
Couldn't care less about some missing sheep.
Who said sheep?
Well, I saw the bone, Sheriff. I went up top to get some equipment. When I came back, it was there.
Well, what are you doing here?
I work here, remember?
You're not doing any digging with that little flashlight. What's up?
Well, you're going to think I'm crazy. But there have been some changes in the paintings.
Well, what do you mean, changes?
Let me show you something. Take a look at this.
Yeah? So?
Take a good look.
The hunter is on the right side of this little circle thing in the picture. And on the wall, he's on the left side. Looks like the negative's flipped.
No. Look. Here, he's facing toward the circle. And there, he's not only on the other side of the circle, he's facing away from it.
Well, I don't know, Doctor. Some prankster could have gotten into the cave and changed the paintings.
Like who?
Maybe the same guys who left the carcass outside the cave. Or maybe you are right about Jim Hilson. Maybe he is trying to scare you off.
Well, I'm no fan of Jim Hilson. You know that, but he's just not bright enough to pull off something like this. Anyway, these are authentic.
And how do you know that these are authentic?
Sheriff, I studied in the caves at Altamira, Casula Gorge, and Caplon. And I did my dissertation on the cave paintings at Lascaux. You just have to take my word for it. I know about cave paintings.
Okay, so they are real. What's your explanation?
I don't have any. And the fact that they're real just makes it that much more disturbing.
Come to think of it, it doesn't explain what you're really doing down here tonight either.
Sheriff, something is happening here late at night. That's the only explanation. There's someone here all day. So whatever is going on happens at night.
And you are planning to spend the night to get the drop on the bad guys, right?
Well, I don't know what kind of guys I'm dealing with, but I intend to find out.
No. You're not doing anything of the sort. Come on, let's go into town. You can come back out first thing in the morning.
Sheriff, you're not in charge here. I am. And I intend to spend the night, and that's that. You see, I've got my cot here so I can keep an eye on things.
Doctor.
So you just mosey on along, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Doctor, this is my county.
Toodaloo, Sheriff. Sweet dreams. What's going on? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there?
Dr. Klein!
Time is the invincible enemy of mortal flesh, or so modern man believes. But somewhere in the dark past, a few of our distant ancestors discovered a way to bridge the millennia. It's a secret that was buried 12,000 years ago and rediscovered for a brief moment in the Twilight Zone. Your attention is drawn to the residence of the Brockman clan, an ancient mansion, its paneled walls polished by darkness, a lightless, soundless place upon which a greater darkness has fallen. The object of the Death Watch, Selina Brockman, grand dame of the menagerie, who lies in her bed in an inch-by-inch battle with death, trying somehow to reach a compromise instead of a capitulation.
What is your prognosis, Doctor?
Take 2 of these every 4 hours to relieve the pain. If it gets any worse, call me.
You'll come tomorrow.
Yes. Yes, of course.
You didn't answer my question. How is dear Aunt Selina?
She's dying, Miss Brockman. She's been dying for some time. The only difference now is that death begins to have clearly defined lines, and you discover that it knows your name. Is that the answer you were looking for?
Just concerned, Doctor. I was thinking tomorrow after your visit, maybe we could go out for a drink. Does this mean you won't be coming by tomorrow?
In case your aunt didn't tell you, I inherited this family from my father, who got it from his, and that carries a certain obligation. A word you may not be familiar with. So, yes, I'll be here tomorrow. Only question is whether Selina will still be with us.
Dr. Burrell, Selina won't die tonight. She'll hold on as long as she has to.
Come in. Your coach awaits, madame. Okay, let me just do one last check. Are you sure about all this? It's a long way to go on the basis of a telephone conversation.
She's my aunt. They say she needs me.
But you never even met her.
No, but I've heard about her. My dad used to talk about her in this sort of whispery tone of voice that he usually saved for anything that was unusual or exotic or just plain different.
She sounds weird.
She's dying.
Any talk of an inheritance?
Susan!
Well?
Some, depending on my going down there and helping out. But I'm really just more curious than anything else. Okay, that's it.
Last chance.
Suze, I spent my whole life within walking distance of this place. I think I'm entitled to a little adventure, don't you?
Okay.
You'll have free run of the house. If you want to find anything, just ask. This is Orville. He's our sort of combination handyman and village idiot. Oh, relax. He's quite deaf. All you have to do is turn away when you talk. You can say anything you like. Isn't that right, Orville?
Who's that?
My mother. She's quite harmless. I don't even think she knows we're here. I'm told there's a family resemblance.
You'll just have a minute. I'm giving her something to help her sleep.
Deborah. Deborah Brockman, you sent for me. I'll be helping to look after you, so if you need anything at all, day or night.
I don't think she realized how hard she was squeezing.
Is she as ill as they say?
Worse, but she hangs on.
She's a strong woman.
Well, I'm not sure I would call it strength. It's more like a desperate clutching for life. It's as if she's waiting for something. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so morbid.
Oh, that's all right. This place will do it to anyone.
Well, for what it's worth, good luck. I hope you won't need it. See you tomorrow.
Silly about bothering you. I mean, it's just a spot. Still. I didn't want to mention it in front of Aunt Selina.
No, that's good. You can't be too careful. Though in this case, it's curious but harmless. It's a liver spot.
A liver spot?
Well, it's uncommon in someone as young as you, but it's completely benign. You probably got it from too much sun.
How could it appear so suddenly?
Probably the skin's been darkening by degrees for some time and only now become noticeable. Since there's only one of them, good bleaching cream 2 or 3 times a day will do it. And stop hanging out on the beach.
Doctor?
If you're quite finished, your real patient would like to see you now.
Yes, well, if her condition has progressed as I expect, I'm surprised she can still see anyone.
Good afternoon, Doctor. And isn't it a perfectly splendid day? Well?
Pulse is stronger. Heartbeat seems to have stabilized a little.
You sound surprised.
Well, frankly, I am. When I came through the door, I expected to find...
A corpse?
I wouldn't have put it that indelicately.
Perhaps you're a better physician than you give yourself credit for.
No. I'm good. I'm not that good.
Aunt Selina has a very powerful will to live, Doctor.
Yes. So it seems. Now, I don't want you overexerting yourself. This could be a temporary remission. You don't want to cause a relapse.
Oh, I'll be very careful, Doctor.
Well, thanks, Armin. I'll see you tomorrow.
Are you feeling all right, Debbie?
Oh, I think so. Just a little tired, that's all. Probably need something to eat.
Why don't you go lie down? I'll bring you something in a little while.
Thank you. I think I will do that.
Yeah.
It's Deborah Brockman. I know it's late, but can you come here?
Is it Selena?
No, it's me. Please hurry.
Deborah?
Back here.
Why are you sitting here in the dark?
I don't know what's happening to me.
It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine.
Look at me.
I know. I'm gonna get you to the hospital and do some tests. Come on, Jack. There must be something you can do.
What? Look, we've run every test we've got. Blood count, cell structure, you name it, we've put her through it. And we can't find anything wrong with her.
You've got eyes. You've seen her. Looks like premature aging to me.
I agree. It's a nice label, but until we know what the cause is, that's all it is. Look, I'll arrange a CAT scan, see what radiology's got. If I hear anything at all, I'll let you know. Now go home and get some sleep.
Dr. Chen, OR3.
I'm sure this is quite unnecessary, Doctor.
Yes, I'll decide that for the time being. Whatever's hit Deborah, I have to know if it's contagious.
I've never felt better in my life. Neither has Aunt Selena.
And your mother?
Oh, she never changes. She just sits up there in her catbird seat watching the world go by. That's a souvenir from childhood, if you don't mind.
My niece is correct. We don't need a doctor. Your interest is appreciated, but as you can see, we're all perfectly well.
Oh, yes, I can see that. It's a curious coincidence, isn't it? Deborah's showing signs of premature aging.
I said that would be all, Doctor. In fact, I should think that you will no longer be required. Payment for your services will be sent on to your office.
Well, what about Deborah?
Oh, we'll see to it that she gets all the best care. You needn't concern yourself with it any further.
Fine. Well, if it's all the same to you, I'll choose what I want to concern myself with. Good day. What is it? The diary? The Brockmans? July 17th, 1940. Our picnic was almost ruined by a fire when a horse kicked over a kerosene lantern. Only Martha was burned. The physician says she'll be all right, but we'll have to live with a scar for the rest of her life. It's in the same place as her daughter's scar. Can you get me back in there tonight? Martha Brockman. Are you? You're Diane. You're the daughter.
What are you doing here?
At first, I didn't believe it. I mean, I didn't want to believe it.
What are you talking about?
I went to the hospital. I did some checking. Diane Brockman has green eyes and no visible scars. The woman sitting in that chair has green eyes. So what color are yours? And where did you get that scar? How old are you really, Martha?
Get out.
Oh, it's a convenient deal, isn't it?
Get out of here! Get out of this house!
Not before I talk to Selena.
No.
Selena! Selena!
My God.
Selena, he knows.
It isn't right, Selena. Give Deborah back her years. You know it isn't right.
Not right? What do you know about it? The game is longevity, Doctor. You play at it with your medicines and your stethoscopes, but we've won. There's one rule, Doctor. It has nothing to do with morality or love. When illness or death encroach, the trade takes place. That's the way it's always been and the way it always will be.
No. Get away. Get away from me! Mommy!
Orville, rest his soul. Selena, Martha. Well, maybe she'll finally find some peace.
Just one missing.
Missing?
One of the neighbors said he saw a woman break through a window. Her clothes were on fire. When we got there, she was gone. Hard to figure.
That's Diane. Deborah, thank God you're all right.
What's happening?
Where to begin? I'm not sure that I, thanks, understand it myself.
Did anyone survive?
I don't know. We're not sure about Diane.
Dr. Chen, OR 3.
What do you think?
She's old, indigent, with massive burns over most of her body and face. I wouldn't hold out too much hope. Best we can do is try to make her last hours as comfortable as possible.
Did you notice, though, her left arm seems to be healing quite fast?
For all the good it'll do her.
It's the strangest thing. I mean, it doesn't hurt or anything, but just look at it. I swear I didn't burn myself, but there it is. I've been wondering if it's psychosomatic. Maybe I've been working on the burn ward too long.
Dr. Robbins, call 23.
Jane Doe, age unknown. Sole survivor of a terrible fire, soon to undergo a miraculous recovery. A living warning to those who fail to perceive the distinction that there is a difference between the fear of death and the love of life, especially in the Twilight Zone.